I'm just sort of toying with this idea of sharing this piece with you because it starts off nice. I will. So, because I keep doing it at the moment, but they're also lovely. So let's use this time to settle in. You can listen with your eyes open or eyes closed. You can use this time just to find your comfortable posture. And just to honour that this is written by a lady called Elizabeth Jane Lovely. What a lovely name. The Song of the Land. And the reason I was drawn to this, because of our previous conversation, is that the first line is, what is there when we pay attention? And just sort of sidestepping from the piece just for a moment and just resting with that question as we repeat, what is there when we pay attention? What is there when we pay attention? And Elizabeth continues, not to the big, but to the small, the underfoot, the quiet, our face kissing the grass and the mud. Can we quieten enough to hear the murmur that responds? Can we take ourselves away from the human made, back to where we belong, to this song of the land? Fallen leaves want to sing secrets into us, like a sweet lullaby dripped into our gentleness. Does it matter which ear we listen with? Our breaths only have to meet in the merest show of tell me. Then the winds will carry the rhythms to our waiting bodies. And suddenly we know, just as the birds know, the birds have always known, we are one big story, perfectly aligned. So what is there when we pay attention? So taking a moment to pay attention to our body and to our posture. Knowing that if our posture is balanced and perfectly aligned, or as best as we can get there, then it supports our practice. It supports our intention to be awake, alert, and aware. Therefore, helping us to grow our awareness. And growing our awareness enables us to make choices and respond and adapt. In order to sustain ourselves and each other, and to be resilient to this changing environment, externally and internally. So maybe taking a moment just to feel how your feet are positioned. Is there equal pressure? Do they feel fairly even and balanced? Checking in with the legs. And checking in with the hips. Is there a sense of us leaning too far in one direction so that the legs, the feet, the hips kind of feel a little bit off? Can we bring that into alignment so that the weight feels even on both sides? And maybe making adjustments, big or small. And of course, sometimes any health or ailments may limit this for us, but just doing the best we can. And then from this place of steadiness, balance in the lower body, the upper body can grow, lift out of the pelvis. And whatever position we're in, we can have this sense of kind of lengthening in the spine, creating space between each vertebrae. So we can really connect with the amount of movement and flexibility we might have in the upper body. And there can be really subtle movements that we can do, just like tucking the tailbone in, lifting the sternum ever so gently, dropping the shoulders back and down. Tucking the chin in ever so slightly, just to feel a length in the back of the neck. Allowing the arms and the hands to sort of drop from the shoulders and rest comfortably in the lap, somewhere near the body. Checking in with the head and the neck. Checking that the head feels balanced. And then having a sense of the whole body resting here. Feeling into the body. Feeling your posture. What is here when we pay attention? And as best you can, when we bring in a question, if you can rest into it, so no need to seek an answer. Just resting with the question and noticing what, if anything, comes up. What is there when we pay attention? Is there any holding, gripping, tightness or tension in any parts of the body? And what happens when you notice this in the body? Do you continue to tighten or hold? Or is there a natural leaning towards softening, releasing? Recognizing this gentle tendency as we notice something that we want to respond and adapt. Then bringing your attention to your breathing. Taking a moment to just notice, if you can, just the in-breath, or rather sort of paying attention to the in-breath. Just noticing how that feels, just to notice the in-breath. And then shifting your attention to pay attention just to the out-breath. So becoming curious about the out-breath. Noticing the sensations in the body each time you breathe out. How does it feel just to notice the out-breath? And then shifting your attention once more to become aware of both the in-breath and the out-breath. Feeling the sensations of the in-breath and feeling the sensations of the out-breath. Noticing how that feels to notice both the in-breath and the out-breath. Checking back in with the body once more. Has any holding or tightness or gripping crept in? And as we notice these areas, just gently invite them to soften one more time. Checking in with our body, our posture, our balance. What is there when we pay attention? So, coming back to the breath. And together we'll notice the breath for a breath in and a breath out. And we'll bring this practice to a close. Taking your time to gently shift from the practice and opening the eyes when you feel ready. Thank you for your practice.